Hello and welcome everyone to Girls Stampede. I am so excited tonight to be joined by both the Cardboard Kid and Geoff Engelstein. So the Cardboard Kid is a phenom. If you have not seen her stuff, you should really subscribe to her YouTube channel where she reviews all types of board games, but her penchant is for heavy games. That is what she loves to play and what draws her into the hobby the most. So if you all are following heavy cardboard, you should definitely be following the Cardboard Kid. And then we have Geoff Engelstein, who is the designer of Super-Skill Pinball 4K, and he's going to teach that for us tonight so that I can concentrate on asking some questions about Anna's experiences in the hobby as a female, since that is what we're highlighting here at Girls Stampede. Yes, and Geoff Engelstein, for all y'all that don't know, he is Cindy Engelstein's dad, so we'll introduce him that way. But as most of y'all know, he has made a plethora of board games for us, some that are my favorite, like Dragon and Flagon, which is an incredible bar brawl game with amazing components. And I think the Kickstarter for the expansion's live now.
Yes, it is actually.
So adding potions. I mean, who doesn't want even more potions when you're going after this phenomenal brew that is going to make you the most supreme, powerful, amazing person ever, as beer does, I suppose. Yes. Dragon and Flagon is live on Kickstarter now. So first, I do want to introduce Anna and have her say hello to y'all before Geoff gets started with the game. So hi, Anna.
Hey, everyone.
Now, you and I met, let's see, almost a year and a half ago now?
Gosh, I can't believe
I think so. It was Essen, right?
Yes.
And you came up to me, and I didn't recognize you at first, which I am known to do. But then I did recognize you. It took me a minute.
I mean, you meet so many people every day, so yes. I mean, it's okay.
It took me a hot minute, but then I was so excited to meet you, and I think we hung out for like half the day.
Yeah.
At that point, we were pretty inseparable. We were like, okay, forget all these other things we were going to do.
Let's just walk around, talk.
Yep. Meet all these publishers, have a blast, and you were just incredible to me because. So, how old are you now?
I'm 10, but I turn 11 in January.
Okay, so 11 in January. So I think, you were like 9 at the time that I met you. And I have 4 kids, so I have some kids right around your age. And I was just blown away by how well you were doing at Essen of all conventions, because it's just huge and crazy and so much happening. And I think we bonded over, like, I had my stuffed animal because I get overwhelmed.
Yes.
And I was like, you can borrow my stuffed animal. And we'll make it through this. Because there's, like you said, there's so many people, and they do come up to you a lot. And it's wonderful to meet them.
But sometimes you just want to take a break, and it's like, I need a minute.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe patting a little dinosaur like I keep in my bag, that might help. But then, so as much as we took breaks together and we were kind of hanging out, you talked to some publishers. You were doing great. I brought you over to some of my friends, Clay at Capstone, and you were fantastic. You're talking to them about the games you liked and getting some copies of games. How is that for you?
Well, because I do it so often, it's kind of just natural to do it. But sometimes, especially to big companies, sometimes I wait until they finish. Sometimes I just go and interrupt because I want to meet the person who designed the game I really want to get. So,
yeah.
Sometimes I'm better at introducing myself, and sometimes I'm a little camera shy.
I can feel that. That is exactly like me. I think that's why we bonded so quickly, because same. Sometimes I'm totally fine, and then sometimes I'm like, not right now, maybe later. I can't do it right now. I saw you get to meet Ian O'Toole.
Yes, I nearly fainted. That was one of the coolest things. I'm
He's
sorry.
such
There's
a
a
great-
designer here. I'm so sorry, Jeff.
Yeah. Yes, and Jeff. Yes, but this is virtually. It's a
So
little
sorry.
different. It's all right.
No problem.
Yeah, but yeah, Ian was great, and the designer of Cooper Island.
Yes.
Oda was there too, and he's super sweet. So those are two that are nice and easy to meet because they're pretty chill. And I think Ian was as excited to meet you as you were to meet him.
Yes.
Yeah, that was adorable. He was like, "What? Really? Hi." It was so cute. But the story I tell about you all the time, that I'll intro to you, and then we'll hear stories from you throughout this. But I do want to intro with the story. The story I tell about you all the time is we went around to these publishers. And, some of them I introed you and asked for games for you. And then I brought you up to Board and Dice, which is where we had been. And I had you, I know, and I had you ask them for a game. And of course, they kind of assumed they have their strawberry line. And they kind of assumed that you wanted maybe one of
light
these
games.
Yeah, a light game, something lighter. And they made some suggestions, and you were like, so
No.
like Trismegistus,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I saw a cat. I liked it. And anything that has cats, no matter how heavy or how light it is, I'm always going to
You're
say yes.
in. Yes,
Yes.
but I don't think they were so sure. They were like, it's not really about cats. And you're like, that's fine. I'm going
It
to be
has a
fine.
cat. I don't care.
And I think I remember Eric told you to go and look at at the games. He's like, well, there's demos. Maybe if you go look at it and see if it's really for you. And so you had to kind of look and come back, and you're like, yeah, I get it. You do this, you do that, you build up. You're going to do these things with the things, and you're going to be able to get all these points. And he was like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's like, okay, you understand the game. Like, that's totally it. And then, you got your heavy games. And I was like, see? But I think they were even same thing, just as happy to have you covering the games and interested in them. So
Yeah.
well done. That was awesome to see. So today,
Thank you.
I did promise you the next game we were going to play was going to be heavy. And this isn't that heavy, I understand. This is definitely thinky filler. So I'm going to have to renege on that promise temporarily, and we will have to get in something heavier next time, okay?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. So tonight, Jeff will take it away. And like I said, he's got a Kickstarter right now for Dragon and Flagon. This is already out to people, right? So people can get Pinball 4K right now.
Actually, the street date on it is September 30th.
Okay.
Which is, I think, like Tuesday or something like that.
Tuesday,
so
okay.
Yeah, it's very, very close to
Perfect.
being out there. But you can download 2 of the 4 tables are available as free print and plays on the WizKids site or on Board Game Geek. You can get them there and try it out and see if you like it before you put down your hard-earned money.
Right. Exactly. And today, so definitely I put the link in our updates on all social media. So hopefully you all have downloaded the Cyber Hack. We're going to play that today, and you'll get to see the production copy of it. So again, to decide if this is something that you want to add to your collection, you'll be able to do that as well. Okay, so noise issues. This is a new device. I hope it's not, no worries.
Just
What's that?
do me a favor, reposition your mic.
Is it back?
I want to make sure it's not on our end. So
Okay.
just
Does that
change
help?
No, that'll work to where it's not on your skin.
Okay.
That'll work.
Good. Making
right.
sure that's not us.
Whenever
All
you
right.
guys are ready.
Yeah, Kabuki Kid says Ian O'Toole, best graphic designer in the biz. He is, but also just a really super nice dude. He's a wonderful guy. Yeah, as Derek Johnson says, Ian is so nice. And Derek, actually, talking about graphic designers, did my logo. So Derek's a pretty nice graphic designer as well.
Well, I will say just in general, I mean, having been involved in the industry for a couple of decades now, sadly, is that, just about every person that I've met in the industry has really been nice and outgoing and very, willing to meet people and chat, to talk to all different types of people at different, stages of their board game journey. So
it's very, very true. Yeah, I mean, by and large, that's exactly what I found. And I mean, we're such a niche, like the board game hobby is still such a niche hobby that I think it keeps everybody pretty humble. Even, the most well designers that I've walked up to and kind of been a huge fan of they seem still kind of shocked by it. They're like, really? Like, I just make games. Why? All right. So yeah, absolutely. Wonderful, wonderful people in this industry. So, all right.
Yes, definitely.
Yep. So go ahead, Geoff. You can take it away. I'll try to Vanna point to things over here as you go over them. But you said we're going to kind of jump in, right?
Yeah, I like to, when I
teach.
teach this game, I like to, just jump right in and do a
Okay.
couple of turns, and we're not playing for money.
No.
I was told we weren't playing for money, which
No.
is good.
No.
So just, if you make some mistakes or whatever, that's fine. Not
All
a big
right.
deal. So let's go and show the board if we can.
Yep. Everything should be up so people can see that. Yep.
Okay. I don't think it's up yet, is it?
Should be.
Oh,
It's about
there it
20
is.
seconds
Yes.
away,
Okay,
but yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so what we're going to do is, so this board is CyberHack. There's 4 different boards that come in 4 different tables that come in the game. So there's what we usually use is the introductory table, which is Carnivore, which is a carnival theme. CyberHack here, and then we have Dragon Slayer and Dance Fever, or the 2 other tables. This one's a little bit more advanced. So the first table, Carnival, is a little bit better for an intro. But I think this one is just as fun to jump in and try. So you have one of these nifty little pinball tokens, at least we do in the production set, that we're going to start by putting all the way up at the top. You'll see an arrow that says start. So we're going to put our little marker there. And then we're going to just start each turn. Somebody rolls 2 dice. And usually we leave as the first person. So Jess, you're going to be our designated die roller here.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go. We got a 6 and a 1. And I'm going to call these out for folks just in case you're listening to this after the fact and maybe even just like commuting, doing something else. You can just listen to these and fill out your sheet.
So that's a good roll. So thank you. One thing I did forget to mention is we're going to mark off at the start. We're in round 1. So down by your plunger, you're going to cross off the round 1 thing to show that you're in round 1. And what we're going to do for today, normally the game is 3 rounds. We're just going to play 2 rounds so that we have room to chat.
Yeah.
And not take up too much time. And you can always play, if you want to play fewer than the full 3 rounds, you're welcome to do that.
Or if you want to stay longer and keep playing while we chat, that also works.
That would work too. Okay, so we've rolled a 6 and a 1. So now everybody is going to share that same 6 and 1. We're all going to play simultaneously. So you're going to start at the very top there. Those are called the alleys on this table. You'll see that there's 3 little areas. There's a 1-2 spot, a 3-4 spot, and a 5-6 spot. So you have to choose either to use the 1 or the 6, and then you're going to move your ball and mark off that area. So I'm going to use the 1. So I'm going to move my ball next to the very first one there and cross that off on my sheet. And
I'm going to use the
can do whatever
6.
they want.
And Geoff, that means I'm going to cross off both the 5 and the 6, correct?
That is correct. Yeah, if the 2 numbers are touching each other like a domino, then they get crossed off as a group.
Yes.
If they're separated, like you'll see, like the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are all the way over there on the right side of the board, are all separated. So those should be crossed off individually. Okay.
I'm also going to do the 1.
I've gone out on a limb. I'm already.
Yes, you are. You're already. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chaos, Jess.
So roll again.
All right. 1 and a 2.
Okay. So now you'll notice that the board is divided into 4 horizontal, what are called zones. So there's a white line going across. So we've done the top part. So each turn, the ball has to move down to the next zone. Or you can skip a zone if you want to go down, but you can't go back up a zone because, gravity.
Yes.
So we're going to move into the next zone, which has all the bumpers. And you have to pick either the 1 or the 2. So I'm going to just keep going with 1. 1's been my lucky number. So I'm going to cross off the 1. Okay. And you put your ball next to the 1. Now you'll notice in the middle of the bumpers there, it says this little splotch that says equals star. So that means in the bumpers, when you cross off one of your bumpers, you get a star, which is the points. That's your score. So after you get a star, you're going to go to the other sheet, which is the back glass sheet, which is over on the left-hand side of your screen. And we're going to all cross off our first star, starting on the top and going from left to right.
Okay, because we got that one.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay. Let's roll the dice again. That's the turn.
Next one. 5 and 6.
Okay. Geez, we're all going to get to move. So now,
yes,
as I said, you have to move down a zone. The only exception is if there's arrows, and there happen to be arrows coming out of the of these bumpers. And in this case, only the purple arrows are active normally at the beginning of the game. If you get a special bonus, you can activate the blue arrows, but you can only follow the purple arrow. So you have to move to a new thing. So in this case, the purple arrow is going to the bumper with the 5s and 6s, so we get lucky there. So I'm going to cross off the 6, and I'm going to stay there. You don't have to stay in the bumpers. If you don't want to, you can move down, but I'm going to choose to stay in the bumpers and get another point. So now I have 2 stars.
Same, but I went with the 5.
Okay.
Oh, I went with a 5 too.
Nice.
5 twins. High five.
Yes.
Okay, roll them up.
And we have a 2 and a 4.
Okay.
Perfect.
So I'm
So
going to stick and go over to the 4.
same here.
I think most of us probably are. So let's roll again.
Yeah, I'm going over here. And we need to take, oh, you're going up there. I might come down.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm going to come down here and get this star and start
Okay,
going
so which
through
one
the
are you
back
going
door.
to? Okay, so are you using, so if you move there, you're taking the 4?
Yep.
Okay, so when you go to the back door, you're going to cross off, you cross off the entire target, and you're going to hit a star. Okay, so in this zone, the next zone below the bumpers is called the target zone. So there's 3 yellow targets, and there's 4 red targets. If you get all of the targets of a certain color marked off, then you're going to get to choose a bonus. I'll go in a little bit later to what the bonuses are, but just remember that if you get all of them, then you're going to get a bonus.
Okay.
Okay, so let's roll again.
2 and 4.
Ooh,
Okay.
again.
That's good for you guys. I should have
Yeah, I'm
probably
gonna
stayed
stay
up
up in
there,
the
but
bumpers here,
I'm
sure.
good with this.
That's fine. So now, Jess, since you were in the target zone, again, you have to move down another zone. So you're going to move into the final zone on the bottom is the flipper zone. Now, so you're going to pick either the 2 or the 4 to mark off. Now, if you use the 2, you can
Oh, it does
use
give
the
me
2
that.
over on the red side there. and
Yeah,
you
I might
can
use that one. I forgot that
stars
was
if
over
you
there.
want to do that.
Choo.
And then you just put the ball on the flipper. So let me talk a little bit about the flippers. So there's a couple of special things about this bottom zone. First is if you move the ball down there and you don't have any things to cross out, any numbers that are left, then you're going to lose the ball. That's the way that the round ends. You also lose the ball if you go out on the 1 or the 6 on the outside. Maybe you can point those out to people, the outer edges.
Yep.
If you go out one of those, you lose the ball, but you get a special bonus. I'll explain what that is later, but you get a bonus. You usually don't want to do that till later in the ball, but sometimes it can be important just to get a bunch of points and lose the ball intentionally.
Yep.
Otherwise, you're going to end up on the flippers. And there's 2 color flippers, the red or the yellow. So on your next ball, if you're on the flipper, you're going to get to shoot the ball back up the table. Now, if you're on the yellow flipper, you can hit one of the yellow targets, which are the yellow features. There's the 3 yellow hacker targets. You've got the bumpers are both red and yellow, and then you've got those 3 yellow run targets in the upper left-hand corner. From the red flipper, you can hit the backdoor targets, the spinner, which we'll talk about in a little bit, those 3 alleys on the very top of the board that we talked about, and also the bumpers.
All right.
So you're on the red flipper right now.
I am.
But we will see where you're going to go from there. So what do we have next?
5 and a 3.
Okay.
So I'm gonna keep.
So what are you going to choose to do there?
I
Jess?
am
What are you
going to.
go up through the spinner. We can talk about the spinner.
Yeah, I'm going to go up the spinner.
Okay, so let's talk about the spinner. So the spinner is kind of a fun one, and it's a little more advanced one. There isn't a spinner on Carnival, the basic table. But the way the spinner works is you never stop in the spinner area. You always pass through the spinner. But you pick which die you want to use. So you're going to move the ball all the way up to the alleys on top. So which die are you going to use to fill in one of those alleys?
I'll use the 3.
Okay, so the other die was the 5, right? It was a 3 and a
Yes.
5. So in the spinner, you get to mark off the 5. You get to mark off the die that you didn't use. You mark off the 5, and you get 5 stars for that.
Nice.
And you also get to mark off the 3, which is going to give you 2 out of the 3 targets on top.
Exactly.
Now, if you mark off the 3rd target on top there, you're going to get what's called a skill shot. And the way a skill shot works is when you get a skill shot, there's 6 numbers down on the side there that say skill shot, and you're going to get to circle one of those of your choice. And then anytime in the future, if you don't like what was rolled, you can use the skill shot as the number of the roll instead of what you use. But that just counts for you. It doesn't change the die for anybody else playing.
Okay.
And then you erase the skill shot. You can only use it one time.
All right.
Okay.
You guys have chosen. You got your 3 and 5.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
4 and 6.
Okay.
And
Boy,
I'm
I'm
just,
doing really good on these bumpers here.
I know
I
you guys
know.
are still in there, aren't
Bumper
you?
run.
yep.
I'm gonna go up here and get 1 point.
Okay. Next roll.
6 and 1.
Oh my gosh.
You guys are never leaving. You're just gonna stay up there. I'm gonna go down because I
Okay.
cannot. I'm gonna take the back door again.
Okay.
So I'm filling that in. So I'll take the 6 over there.
Someone is asking in the chat about the haunted house does have a mini pinball machine inside the machine. We actually have a mini pinball table on the Dance Fever table, which is which I actually kind of based on Haunted House because that's one of my favorites.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
Okay, let's roll.
Okay. 3 and a 2.
And I'm out. Okay, now I got to drop down.
Yep.
I'm gonna go.
I think that was only. I gotta make sure I don't. There we go.
Okay.
3 and 2. I'm down here, so I gotta pick one of these. I've already used the good 2. I'm gonna use the 3 over here.
Okay.
Doop. 2 and a 1.
That's awesome.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the 2 on the flippers. That way I get.
I'm gonna
2
use the
bonus
1
points.
on the flippers. Go through here, which gives me the 2.
So that's 2 more stars.
Yep.
And if you get all 6 of those, now you can still go, let's say that
Yeah.
you had rolled a 1 and a 1 and a 5, and
Yeah.
you still had to choose the 1 to go up there. Even though the 5's crossed off, you could still go up through the spinner. You just don't get any points.
You just
for
don't
it.
get the points for it if it's crossed off, right?
Right.
Okay, and those don't reset, so.
Right. But you got the 1, so you're going to get a skill shot, right? So you got the last one.
I
top.
do, because
So
I got my last one on top, so I
Okay,
get to
so
pick
we-
a number.
You get to pick a number, and you erase all 3 of those.
I'm going to pick a 6, and I'll do my erase. No. I'm still over
Okay.
here. And roll.
Did you erase? You get to erase those alleys up there.
Just these 3, yep.
Yeah.
At the top, they're all erased.
Okay. Okay. And did you circle the number?
Yep,
So,
I did that right here. I picked 6.
so what number are we up?
And now we're at 1 and 4.
Okay, that's really a bad roll, Jess. I'm very disappointed.
Done terribly. All right, I got to get my point for I'm on the bumpers.
Okay.
All right.
So let me just explain one last element to this table because there's
Sure.
only one thing left. Well, we can talk about the bonuses too, but let me talk about the making a run. We haven't talked about those 3 yellow run bumpers up in the
Yes.
corner. So this table has a special mini game that you can play, and if you cross off all 3 of those bumpers, so the 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5, 6. And once you're up in there, you'll see that they have double arrows, double yellow arrows. You can move either way around that circle.
Okay.
So if you get
Yep, so
all
you can-
3 of those colored in, that begins the mini game.
Okay.
The mini game is played on the back glass chart. It's not played on the table. You just leave the ball there, and from then on, you're doing the run. So you're making a run on the corporation's data, and you're trying to get as much data as you can without getting traced by the corporation. So the way that works is you'll see there's the run track and the trace track over on your board. And when the 2 dice are rolled, you get to mark off boxes on the run track equal to the sum of the 2 dice. Like what was the roll this time?
It was a 4 and a 1.
A 4 and a 1. So you'd mark off 5 boxes on the run track. And then
Yeah.
on the trace track, you'd mark off the difference between the 2 dice. You'd mark off 3 boxes on the trace track.
Yeah.
And then before the next turn starts, you got to decide if you're going to bail out, in which case you just get the points for the stars for the row, the highest row that you completed, or you can stay for another round.
Right.
If you ever color in the skull on the bottom of the trace track, you lose all your run points and you just go back onto the table.
Don't do
Yeah.
that.
The other thing, you don't want to do that. The other thing you can do, though, is on the table, there's ways to earn these things called hacks, which are represented by those little lightning bolt symbols. If you have hacks when you're doing a run, if you don't like the roll, like a 1 and a 6 is the worst possible roll because it's like 5 trace and 7 data,
Yep.
you can skip it. You just erase a hack and you just ignore both the data and the trace for a roll. And there's a couple of ways to earn hacks. The first is you'll see that there's the 3 different bumpers. Each bumper has 4 spaces on it. So if you completely fill in all 4 spaces on a bumper, you get a hack. You can also get it by on some of the bonuses on the bottom. So for example, if you fill in all of the red targets, there's one bonus you get which gives you 3 hacks.
Oh, I
There's
see.
one
Yeah.
yellow which gives you 2 hacks and
Yeah.
also lets you completely erase the run targets for a reason that we'll talk about in a little bit. So those are hacks and way that you can do that. So let's talk about the other bonuses on the bottom. So if the yellow bonus is the first one, like I said, well, the first one is just to take 2 points. You can always just take 2 stars anytime you want. The next one, and all of these except for the 2 stars, are one-time use for the entire
Right.
game.
And this one has the infinity symbol to show that.
Right.
Yeah.
So erasing run. So one other thing, element of the table, just to explain quickly, is that you'll see that some of the boxes have a solid line, and some have double lines, and some have dash lines.
Dash lines here. Yep. And
Flippers
solid.
are on the dash lines. A solid line means if you complete the set of all the targets, you erase them, like you erased the alley targets on top. The dash line means when your round ends and you lose your ball, then you erase all the dash targets.
Right.
And the double lines mean you never erase them. So the run targets, once you get run once in a round, because those are dashed, they don't get erased until the end of the ball. But if you get that special erase run bonus, that'll let you do 2 runs on a single ball. Normally you can't do 2 runs on a single ball. Okay, next one is flipper pass. Flipper pass, remember, if you're on the red flipper, you can only hit the red targets, and the yellow can hit the yellow targets. If you have flipper pass active, which is active till the end of the ball, then you can hit any targets from any flipper. Doesn't matter. The next one is called next run times 2. So next time you do a data run mini game, the score you get from it is doubled.
Yeah.
And the next one is your very next cache, which is the spinner. Next time you go through the spinner and you score points, those points are tripled.
Okay.
So you'd have gotten 15 stars instead of 5 stars.
I'm hoping to do that with the bonus. 6. We'll see.
Then the backdoor bonuses are bumpers are doubled, and the arrows can go both ways. Next one is the out lanes are doubled. That's the 1 and the 6 in the bottom. The next one is erase the cache. You can erase all the numbers in the spinner.
Okay.
And then the next one is 3 lightning bolts. And finally, there's just 3 stars.
Okay.
Which you can take anytime. So with that, that's basically all the rules. So let's just keep going now.
All right. We got a 3 and a 4.
Okay.
And I can't forget about these runs and the nudges that we have. There's
Oh,
those
yes.
as well.
I forgot about the nudge rule. We'll talk about it. Want to talk about that now?
Sure, you can talk about that. I don't think I need it yet, but
Me neither.
Well, it's a little risky to do it. It's still early in the ball.
It's still early to do this.
Yeah. So if you're not happy with the numbers that are on the dice, right?
Yeah.
Remember, you always have your skill shots if you have those, but you can also nudge the table. You can kind of push the table a little bit.
Yeah.
And that lets you change one of the dice to any number that you want. And if you decide to do that, on the back glass down on the bottom, you'll see there's a nudge box down in the lower left-hand corner there. You just put a number in the big white box that's equal to the difference for how much you nudged it. So if you change a 3 to a 4, you would just write a 1 in the nudge box.
Okay.
If you change a 1 to a 4, you'd write a 3 in the nudge box. Then the very next roll, you look at the difference between the 2 dice that were rolled. If it's less than the number in the nudge box, that's bad, and you've tilted the table. Your ball ends, your round ends, it's all over. You just erase the dash lines and you just move on to the next round. So if you only nudge 1, if you just nudge a 3 to a 4, you'll only tilt on doubles. But if you nudge from a 1 to a 4, then that's a pretty big shock to the table. So that if the difference in the dice is less than 3, you like a 2-4 or whatever, then you're gonna tilt. So And you can only do nudge 3 times in the entire game. So that's why the little nudge checkboxes, they're in double lines to show that those are only.
Yeah, once they're filled in, they're permanent.
Yep.
All
So
right.
save them for a special occasion.
So that last one was 3 and 4. So now we have 3 and 3.
Doubles.
Oh, no,
Okay.
no, no, no.
Doubles
Okay.
are hard in this. All right.
Yes.
Luckily, I have one.
Doubles are really good in run, though, because then you
Yes.
get no trace.
No trace. That's it. You're so right.
Double sixes are like, yay.
Yay.
Exactly.
Best ones ever.
Okay, next.
The next one is 6 and 5. I am going all the way up.
Okay.
Mark this off.
Okay, skill shot.
Ooh, you get a skill shot. Nice.
Yep,
Pick well.
I will.
All right.
Okay.
I got to remember I have that. That's right. I have skill shots. And the next one is 5 and 4. These can go either way. I'm up in the run, and I can go either way, so I'm going to...
Yeah, I'm going to try a run too. I've got no hacks at all, so this is going to be a really
This
kind
is
of
really
abysmal run,
bad, but I'm actually... I'll prep, and maybe I'll get out of here. We'll see. All right.
I'm going to... Let me try to do it. the right
Oof, we got doubles again. 4 and 4.
No.
That did
Okay.
not give me that. Okay, that's okay. I can come down here. It's okay. It's okay.
way. Oh, nobody panic.
Nope, don't panic. We'll be all right. All right.
Okay.
Okay, next one.
Keep on rolling.
Oh, that was a cantilevered. I'm gonna re-roll it. 3 and a 1. Darn it. Okay, I'm out of here. Oh, I am gonna finish the back door.
Nice.
Okay, what bonus are you taking?
All right, so looking at the red side, I could erase the cash. It seems. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take the 3.
3 lightning bolts?
Yep.
3 hacks?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
take the 3 hacks because I'm close to having my run finished, and having hacks would be good.
Okay.
Yes, that is always a great thing to have as many hacks
Right.
and then
And now I do erase these.
Get all the way to the bottom. If you can fill the entire data track, that's 100 stars.
Seriously,
you could get 200 stars
200
if you
stars
have
if you-
double.
I know.
Yeah.
I think I did that once. So
I've
can
never-
I can
have
erase
never
back
ever
door
done
now,
that.
right?
I will just put that out there. I've never scored the 100 stars.
Really?
My dad my dad has, but
How
yeah,
did
I
you
never
create
have
that?
either.
All
So
right.
let's-
We have 1 and 1.
Oh my!
I'm
Ah.
sorry.
Yes.
This is what happens when you have
Terrible.
Jess rolling. I'm gonna go down here.
I can't even. I got no ones on the bumpers. I got no ones in the alleys.
Oh
I've got
wow,
no
I'm
ones in
really
the
destroying
center.
you with these rolls. All right, I'm sorry.
I could
I'm
nudge,
sorry.
but I'm not. No, I'll just keep it going.
Okay. 1 and 2. I could do a run, but I only have 3. I think I'm going to do it. All right. So I'm in
Okay.
run.
Okay,
Nice.
excellent.
Okay.
So just leave your
Um,
ball up there now, and
Yep.
then in the future rolls, you're just gonna go from
Let's
there.
see how I roll.
You can't use your skill shot during the run. by the way.
Okay.
I just finished my hacker
Okay.
Oh, nice. What are you
bumpers.
gonna take?
So
You're going to pick one. What are you picking? There's some good options on the yellow side there.
yeah, there are. There really are. It's kind of risky, but I think I'm gonna do my flipper pass.
Okay.
Okay, nice.
That's a good one to have. All right. Oh, this is bad for me, but 6 and 3. At least it's 9 points, and you can see I'm going to fill in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay,
But the difference is 3.
Yep, 3 trace.
3 trace.
Okay, so I actually finished off one of my bumpers. I finished off the 5-6 bumper.
Okay.
So I earned a hack for that, but you don't
Yes.
erase bumpers until all 12 are filled in.
Right.
I've gotten 2 hacks for filling in the bumpers too.
Oh, nice.
Well, take this. It's a 5 and 4.
Okay.
What?
I completed the back door, so I'm going to take also the triple hacks.
Doopy-doopy-doo.
I'm up to 4 hacks.
It's not fair. This is having some good luck there.
So far, we'll see. I still have some good trace on me. Okay, I left code. Oh, 1 and 2. See, so
Oh my God. Ugh. So I have no more 2s and no more 1s really left on my flippers. So
it's getting tricky. All right. And we got 4 and 6.
Okay.
That's going to be 2 trace for me, but I will take that 10. Oh, it's getting close though. So I can take 7 points right now. If I get a difference of 4, which is possible, then I lose those
Well,
7 points.
well, you still have your hacks.
I do
right?
have hacks, that's true.
So you can always ignore it. But
I could ignore
hacks
the
would
whole
last.
thing. Okay.
Hacks last. I mean, like if you don't use them this run, they carry over to the next run.
Yeah. All right, you're right. I do have my hacks. I'll leave it. Here we go. A 3 and a 4. I'll take 7 for 1.
And I get another hack. Okay, I've got 5 hacks. Cool.
All right. 6 and a 6. The best one ever.
No.
Now I'm sad. I'm not on a run.
I don't even have to count it. 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
6.
Okay, awesome. I just finished all my bumpers.
Oh, nice. You get to erase them all.
Nice.
Now I have
Still
3
recapping,
hacks.
Jess?
What was that?
Are you still recapping after each roll? Because I saw you were in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, I recap. What?
So
This?
that's a little game I play with myself to see how long people will recap for before they give up on it.
I
Everybody
am
starts
tenacious.
recapping, and I've never. People have never lasted to a full round. So
You
we'll see.
should have never. You shouldn't have said it. I would have. I promise you. I am tenacious with this, and it's the reason being, I have 5 kids. Like, do you know how many of these I'd go through? No, this is like precious gold. Cap it. All right, let's see what we got. 5 and 4. All right, all right. I'm taking it.
It's risky.
It is. It's risky, but I really want to get to 30. If I get to 30, and I have the hacks,
Yep. So that's
so I can just say I don't want to take it.
Yeah.
Oops, that one has to go back in. There we go. 3 and 2.
Creeping up.
I know, but that does get me. You know what? I'm going to take that one because it's only 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, because I could just skip and then be out. I'm going to do this. All right, what do we got? 5 and 2. I'm clearly not taking this one. That would be a hack.
Okay. I'm starting my run. So
Eee.
Oh,
So we both want really high, close together numbers.
it's all
Yes.
aligned.
3 of us, actually. I'm joining in.
Are you in? You're going in?
Yes.
All right. At least we're all voting for the same thing. I did
Yeah.
terribly for you. It's a 5 and a 1. I'm using a
Oh,
hack.
jeez.
Do I leave? Oh, I really can't unless I get ones that are equal. That's okay. I'll use my last hack for it because watch me roll 2 6s. I know that's what you guys want.
That's what we want.
Yeah.
4 and a 3.
Okay, it's better
Okay,
than
it's
5
actually
and 1.
pretty good.
That's not bad for you. I still can't take it, so I'm going to use my last hack and leave. So I got.
Well, you don't have to. Oh, yeah,
30.
you use hack and leave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my last hack, and now I'm going to leave, and that was I get 30 points for
30
that.
stars. Nice.
So that's going to go down. Oof. There we go. All right, that was it for me.
Okay. So next turn you'll come out into the bumpers.
Yep. Do, 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 do. 5 and 6 for y'all. You're welcome.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Thank you.
All right, I come out. I'm over here.
Jess, is that a dinosaur mask on top of your elephant plush?
It is. Davis, the elephant, is wearing a dinosaur mask from the dollar store. He likes to dress up for Girls Stampede. We have
That's
a 2 and a
nice.
4 for y'all. So he is all And for Halloween. He has costumes for every holiday. Oh, and I forgot to write down my points. So he does. What are you being for Halloween?
I don't know yet, but if you're a Doctor Who fan, I
Yes.
thinking I might be Missy.
Okay. That's
So-
fair. That's good. No spoilers.
No,
One
no
in
spoilers.
A 1 in 6.
Yes.
I'm hacking that.
Responsible result.
Okay, I'm going to go down, I think. I'm going to go over here. Take a point for that. Who's your favorite doctor?
It's gotta be the 10th.
Of course. See.
Oh,
6 and 3. Yeah, 10's amazing. He's so good. What about you, Jeff? Who's your favorite doctor?
I'm a huge Doctor Who fan, I have to say.
No.
My wife and daughter are much bigger than me and my son, so.
Okay. That's
I,
fair.
was- I don't know. All I know is I grew up on the one with the giant scarf.
Yeah, he's my other favorite. 4. No, is he 4? No, 4 is Tennant's dad. So Scarf Guy is 5.
yeah. Wait.
I'm just glad I can just say scarf guy and everyone knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it is the 4th.
Is he the 4th? Yeah, okay. Scarf Guy is 4th. Which one's Tennant's father-in-law? I forget him. Oh, wait, yeah, so his father-in-law is Scarf, right?
No. No way.
He's Celery.
Oh, is that the 7th or the 5th?
It might be, yeah, I can't remember if it's the 7th or the 5th either. It's the 7th or the 5th. It might be 7th because I think he was younger. 4 and 4 for you guys. I'm rolling well for you. You're welcome.
You know,
All
I'm
right.
still only at 9 stars, so not quite up to the 30 realm.
I'm going to go all the way up, cross out here, and not use a 4, which is 4 points. All right. 6 and 6.
Yes.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I never roll well for myself. Yes, Peter Davidson is David Tennant's father-in-law.
Okay.
So good. So I know you're not into the stuff, but like they met. He wanted to be Doctor Who when he was a little kid, David Tennant.
Yeah.
And he would watch this. He wanted to be Doctor Who. And his doctor was Peter Davidson. This was the doctor he loved. And then he met Peter Davidson's daughter on an episode of Doctor Who called The Doctor's Daughter, fell in love with her, married her, and so now his father-in-law is who his doctor was, and he got to be Doctor Who, and it was just this whole...
That's cool. That's amazing.
It is amazing. Like, yeah, especially since it's like this time-traveling show. It's like he made it happen. 5th Doctor.
Yeah.
I knew somebody would
5th.
chime in. So it was the 5th, and he had celery
Yeah.
in his pocket.
That makes more sense because the 7th is too close to the 10th, and
That's
it
true.
just doesn't make.
9th, it came back, and yeah, I couldn't remember. But yeah, 4th is Scarf Dude.
Okay, let's roll another 12. You can do it.
6 and 5.
I'll
That
take
still
that.
works.
That's not bad for y'all. I'm coming down here. Oh, I filled
Now
this
I'm really
out.
sad that I didn't wait for the double. I was going to try to get the double run before I did this one. But what are you going to do?
Wow, I'm already at 30 points on the run here.
Yep.
Because I went to the bumpers. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. 6 and 5.
Again?
Again. Not good for me, but y'all are good there. All right.
Yeah, I guess I'm getting to the 100 this time. It's going to take a miracle for me
See?
to get there. But we'll see. I think now I've jinxed myself
Have you?
and on at the same time.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Well, I still have hacks, so
That's
hopefully.
true. That's true. 1 and 4. Sorry, that's terrible.
Yep, I'm hacking that. I'm gonna go bus. Going on to a new subject. What are
Yes.
your guys' favorite games?
Great question. See, I talk about mine all the time. So Ginkgopolis is my #1 game. And it's because it has
Okay.
perfect depth. Like, it's just, you use everything in the game. 1 and 2 for y'all. What about you, Jeff?
Okay. You know, it's I have so many different games that I love, and depending on the crowd and the mood I'm in and stuff like that, it's really tough for me to just say like this is my absolute favorite game. I mean, I love. I mean, in general, I like the big Civilization games. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Through the Ages.
Yeah.
And the original Civilization or Mega Civilization, I always love that game. I don't know if you guys, either of you played that. But that's just a fantastic game, the original 1980 Francis Tresham Civilization.
Mm-hmm. It is. I've talked about that one a lot. 2 and 4 for y'all. Have you played that yet, Anna?
No, I haven't played Civilization
Oh
yet.
no. Okay, this is my situation on the road.
All right. What do you got?
I have one box left to fill in to get the 100. I have one box left of the last box. I have 2 hacks left. I have no trace boxes left. So I have 2 chances for you to roll doubles,
Right.
and I will get the 100. Otherwise, I'm going to be stuck at the 50.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at.
That's not a great place to be at. So what do you think of Nation? I have to ask you, Geoff, what do you think of Nations versus Through the Ages?
I like Nations. I enjoyed it. We played it a bunch of times. I like. Did you roll doubles?
2 and
I saw
6.
you roll.
2 and 6.
Okay. I got 1 hack left.
Okay.
I like Nations, but I mean, I just feel that Through the Ages has got just a little bit more substance to it in terms of the interlocking systems. That I
Okay.
play. But I would happily play Nations anytime.
3 and 3, please.
All right. I'll see what I got. All right. So how about you, Anna? What's your favorite game? 3 and 4.
No.
Good enough for me.
Okay. Good.
Okay, I'm gonna save my last hack.
100 points.
Nice.
Sarah, what did you ask?
Your
I only
favorite
have 50.
game?
Oh, my favorite game.
Yes.
Okay.
It's down
Well,
to you.
If I list a few, I can't help it. I
That's
just
fine.
love all these games.
It's hard to make choices. 6 and 1.
Okay. So, I'm a big fan of Manchester Marauders.
Okay, I'm nudging, just so everybody knows.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm nudging from the 1 to a 2 so I can clear out all my bumpers.
Nice.
So if you roll doubles, now I die. So
So
gauntlet has been thrown.
maybe try, maybe don't. We'll see. I want to have the thing up here where the next cache is. I have a 6 and 1. I don't know what to do. All right, I'm going to go, darn it, here and take the 1 point. All right. So yeah, what's your list? What do you got?
Okay. Merchants and Marauders, Fury Dracula, Race Formula 90.
Okay. 6
I
and
read
2.
Nice.
my
Chronicles of
nudge
Crime
was
isn't
successful.
super high up on my top 10, but
Okay.
it's still in there.
Yeah.
So,
I have to mention one. Oh, I needed to take, I filled that. Oh, I took my hack.
2 and 6, you said.
Yeah, 2 and
Yeah.
6.
I-
Oh, I'm
you know,
getting.
I
bad for
also
me.
love like High Society. I just think is a brilliant game. I mean, some of the early fantasy stuff is great. I love the 18xx games. I love, even like Code Names, I think is brilliant.
Yeah,
I love
that's a classic.
I love Telestrations.
Yeah,
I mean, so it's really, I'm all over the place.
right.
The thing that
Eclectic
amazes me,
games.
just as a designer, I have such respect for Vlada Bottle, just because the breadth of the stuff that he's done,
Yeah.
from Through the Ages to Galaxy Trucker to Codenames to Dungeon, Keeper. Whatever. It's just such an amazing.
Right, not keeping it. That's
collection.
an interesting thing.
It's
What?
not like it's the same. Like Knizia is kind of like, you can tell a Knizia, right? It's
Right.
all got this similar sort of a feel to it, but his stuff is
Right.
just so all over the place.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about the time where I actually got Vlada to sign Pictomania?
No.
I
Nice.
did. It was so cool.
I'm also a
For him to
huge
come out.
Pictomania fan. I love that game. That's such a criminally underrated game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you will tell everybody about it now. Go play Pictomania.
Yes, go play Pictomania.
You
Do it.
haven't. Yeah. 18xx and code names. Ooh. I'm in, Jeff. Yeah, those are very different games, but still
Yes.
absolutely great. 3 and 4 is what we're at right now.
Okay, I'm almost losing this first ball. I think I'm very, very
I'm
close.
almost losing it too. I think I'm losing it right now. Because
I'm
I
gonna
have
lose
to go
mine
down and I have no
soon.
spot. And I can't even take a 1-6. No, yeah, I just go out.
Yeah, you can't nudge it to a 1 or a 6.
Oh, if it's a 3 and 4, yeah, I can't nudge it to a 1 and a 6.
You can nudge to save it, but you can't nudge it to push it into the outlane.
Okay. Can I?
And the reason for that rule is because on your last ball, it's always the best possible play because there's no penalty for it.
I
So.
see that. Yeah, that totally
So
makes
that's
sense.
why I put that rule in there.
So what about the inner lanes? Can you nudge to those?
Yes, you can
Okay.
nudge to save the ball. You can always nudge to save a ball, but you
Okay.
can't nudge to push it out
I
the
mean-
outlanes.
Okay.
you-
So
if
I
you
do
did-
have a 5 open. So I think I will nudge. I only have to nudge 1 because I can nudge the 4 to a 5.
Okay.
So I'm going to cross that out. And if it tilts and goes out, it tilts and goes out.
Yep. So, I mean, you're
Okay,
gonna
so I
lose your
need a
ball really
6 on this
soon.
next roll because I'm heading up the cash and I got my next cash tripled. So hopefully there's a 6 here for me.
All right. We're going to see.
No
Okay.
6. No 6.
4 and a 2.
Okay, I'll take
It
the
adds
4.
up to 6?
I'll live with that.
So that's 2 difference. So I'm fine on my nudge. So good.
That's
Okay.
12.
I am losing my first ball, so I'm using a skill shot to turn it to a 6. So I get 6 points.
That at least gets me here. And oh, I do have that skill shot of a 6, so I may end up using
Yeah,
that.
you could have used that to go out the side.
That's
like
all right.
the
This
outlane.
worked out fine. I just finished up the hacker thing, so I'm going to take. I'd like to. Oh, next cash 3 might be what I want. Next run times 2. I need another run, but I need to erase the run. So I'm gonna erase run. Oh wait, that would erase after I lose this ball, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna worry about that.
Well, you do get 2 star. You do get the 2 lightning bolts for it. You get the 2 hacks for it.
But I think, and these don't go away, I think I'm going to do next run times 2. And then do this. And that doesn't go away like if my ball goes away.
No, that's
Okay.
until the next time you take a run, regardless of which ball it's on.
I'm going to leave that on. Excellent. So that's going to stay. All right, you ready? We got 4 and 4.
Nice. 4
I'm going to
and-
nudge to that 6 and get the 2 points.
Use your.
I mean, not nudge, skill shot.
Well, it's 2 points per yellow flipper box you have marked off.
Oh, that one's, that's fine, because that'll be 2, 4, 6, 8.
6. No, you
Oh,
both
just
can use
these
6.
yellow flippers. So
Yeah.
2, 4, 6. I will take the 6.
Okay.
All right. That's worth it.
Okay, so now you erase all your dash line boxes.
All this run. Those stay, those stay, those stay, those stay. These. Yeah, that was worth it. And now I'm in round 2.
Jeff, are you seeing Jess's arms playing around on her pinball table, or are you seeing Jess's face?
You should see both,
No,
right?
I see her. I see her face, but I also have the YouTube up on another screen, so I see the arms too. So I get it.
Oh, okay. Smart.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm
YouTube
like-
should see my arms out here.
Yeah, but it's confusing because what's happening in the YouTube is like way behind what's going on.
Yes, it's 20 seconds behind. We always have this
Which is a
dilemma.
very long time.
It is, yeah.
Okay, so next roll. So you start your new ball. So your
Yes.
second ball.
I have my ball up there. And these are great. I have to show you guys, like, these are incredible pieces.
Yeah,
It's like a
Liz did a fantastic
mesmerizing
job with that.
view on that side. And then this is so shiny. They did a really great job. So 4 and 3 is what we have.
And I'm out.
Oh,
Yes.
let me go down.
And I didn't get my outlane bonus.
Oh, no.
So I ended my first ball with 86.
Okay.
Anybody's choose?
And I'm at 70. I'm not doing so great. But that's all right. That's all right. I'm having fun. This is, and that I was saying this before, this is very thematic to how I play pinball. I love playing pinball, but I am not good at pinball. I just
Sure.
really like pinball.
Neither am I.
Neither are
am
you.
I.
Do you have any favorite pinball games, Anna? 4 and 3,
Oh,
guys.
man. I haven't played pinball in ages.
Right.
But I mean, whenever I go to the arcade, we have a arcade at the movie theater. Sorry, what was the roll?
4 and 3.
4 and 3.
That's cool that they have an arcade at the movie theater. That's pretty cool for
Yeah.
kids.
They also have one at the bowling alley, but that one is like on the other side of the city, so
Okay.
it's harder to access.
Right.
Um,
We got a 2 and a 1.
it's 2 and a 1. What are some of your favorite pinball tables?
Well, my ultimate favorite is Jurassic Park because Jurassic Park.
Dinos.
Dinosaurs, yes. But it is a
Yes.
really good table. The Doctor Who table is really, really good because it has the TARDIS and it pops up and that changes the game, and I really like that. Addams Family is another one I look for. If I see that
Yeah,
one, I
that's a
really like
classic.
it. Haunted House is good too. Those are probably my top ones. But I feel like every time I go, we have a thing where we try to going to conventions all the time, find a nearby pinball place with folks and go play. So I feel like I find new ones all the time too.
Right.
6 and 2.
What about you, Jeff?
I grew up, we had a pinball machine when I was growing up. We had a fireball machine, so I always enjoyed that. And then once I was, work, I have to take a skill shot. So, and then once, I got married and I had my own house, we did buy a Cyclone machine, which I really love, the roller coaster one. And then we traded that one in and we got a Star Trek Next Generation, which was a lot of fun. And then a few years after that, we traded that one in for I sold it and I bought a Hobbit machine, one of the new Hobbit ones.
I don't think I've ever even played The Hobbit. Is that one good? I mean, you bought it, so I assume.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, there's new ones from this company called Jersey Jack Pinball, who does these just phenomenal pinball machines with full color graphics and giant screens on the back glasses. And it's
Nice.
just,
6
they're
and
so
4,
fun to play.
guys.
Okay.
2 more questions for you, Jeff.
Yeah.
One of them is for your 2 Jeffs. So with your Hobbit and your Star Trek, which one is your favorite out of those pinball tables?
They're both kind of different. I mean, I think the Star Trek's got a little bit more of an edge, but there's the multi-ball in the Hobbit game is just unbelievable. And the Hobbit game is also a lot deeper. There's a lot of different modes. There's things I have never been able to do in the Hobbit machine at all that I still haven't gotten to. So it's extremely deep gameplay.
Okay.
3 and 2.
3 and 2.
I mean, that was one of the real fun shows I was able to do on Ludologies. We had Keith Johnson, I believe his name was, who's a very famous pinball software designer. So he designs basically the games for pinball. So we talked a lot about a lot of things were about board games. How do you get replayability while still making it approachable to people, and how do you make it obvious what people are supposed to do? And so there's just a lot of interesting game design aspects that even come into pinball. So that was a fun show. I really enjoyed that interview.
6 and 2. What's your other question?
Did you roll 6 and 2? Is that what
6
you
and
said?
2. 6 and 2 is the number.
Okay.
Oh, Jeff. And Jeff, what are your favorite Super-Skill Pinball 4K tables? I mean, you designed the game, so you've had the chance to play with all of them many times,
Yes,
Jeff.
I have played them. I like Dragon Slayer and Cyberhack. I think are my 2 favorites. I really like the run minigame in this, and Dragon Slayer. Which is for those of you that haven't seen it, Dragon Slayer is kind of like a role-playing game. You have a whole spell book, and you start at level 1, and you get to pick a level 1 spell, which is basically a skill shot. And then if you knock down the EXP targets, then you get to go up a level. Oh, you're bringing in the.
Yeah, I'm just going to show folks. So that's what it looks
so you
like.
get to go up a level. You get to pick a spell from the next level and score some points. And the spells do all kinds of fun, crazy stuff. Give you different bonuses. Unlock multi-ball. Let you manipulate the dice. And then it's
Yeah.
also got there's a dragon, and you can accumulate this dragon horde and try to kill the
Yes.
dragon and score the bonus. So there's just a lot of cool stuff that's going on there.
That's fantastic.
I like that one.
What about you, Jess?
My favorite one so far has been Cyber Hack, but I haven't played this Dragon Slayer yet, so I'm excited. I do want to play Dragon Slayer. It has dragons. I mean, closest thing to dinos that aren't dinos.
Okay,
4
we'll
and
do a
4.
dinosaur table next for you.
Yes, perfect.
We're
You
in
heard
4.
it here. Dinosaurs next. 4 and 4. I am up the top. I really need a 3 so that I can erase all these bumpers, but I keep not getting it. So I'm going to come down here.
I'm trying to play a little. I'm trying to do something that usually doesn't work, but it's fun when it does, which is I'm skipping my bumpers and I'm just trying to jump down to the targets and rush unlock the double bumper, double arrow bonus, and see if I can get that
Nice.
going.
To
So
get those,
to do
I
that, I
can
need you to roll a 1 or a 2, Jess.
What was that?
1 or a 2.
I have to
One or
run
two.
1 and 2. I did get a 2 for you. It's 3 and 2.
Thank you very much.
You're
Appreciate that.
welcome.
Okay, so I got the double bonus on the bumpers.
All right, you're
Double
good.
bumper bonus.
And I have a 3 and 2, so I have to pick this because my 3 is already gone. Okay, so this one's out, and I'm over here.
Oh,
My next
and if
run is
any,
time to do.
Okay, finally clawed my way to 100 points. 100
Nice. What do you need, Anna? What do you need me to roll for you?
I don't. 5 or 6. No.
Okay. 5 and a 3.
Nice.
Apparently, I take requests now. I don't usually roll this well, so don't count on this. I'm gonna cross off the 5 up here. So Anna, I want to know what made you decide you wanted to review board games.
Oh, that is a great question. Well, I started playing board games when I was 5. I started off with Marvel Legendary. I started off with deck builders.
That's one way to start.
Yeah,
No
Legendary.
Candyland, no Chutes and Ladders, no Rat Cat, none of that.
Well, when I was 4, we used to play a lot of Story Sliders, Race to the Top. We played that one. Yeah, when I was turning 5 and 6, I started playing Marvel Legendary, DC Deck Builder.
Yeah.
There's a hockey one, NHL Power Play. And then my dad's like, well, if I'm so talented and I'm so good at playing board games, why don't we make a video? Even if it's one silly video, we don't get any views,
Yeah,
or
try
if we
it
get
out.
one view. And well, I went from being 6, one video, not a lot of views, to being famous.
Yeah.
So I'm really thankful for this.
Nice.
It worked out. I get a 6 and 2 for y'all, so you can look at those.
Okay. Well,
That
I will
does
tell
not
you
work out
that,
for me.
yeah, I mean, keep it up. My kids co-designed a bunch of games with me when they were in junior high school and high school, middle school and high school. And that was a
Dragon
big
and Flagon was one, right?
Dragon and Flagon was right around, I guess, when they were going into college. Yeah. So they actually both wrote their college essays about designing board games and doing that, and it made an impression. I mean, they brought the games with them, they showed them, and they definitely got a lot of mileage out of that. So I would keep it up. It's good. It's good to have a thing that you can talk about. So
It is, and I mean, I feel like games teach so much.
Yeah, some help with math, some help teach you deduction skills, some are cooperation skills,
Yeah.
some are teach you hand-eye coordination or dexterity. Even if
So
it's
true.
just a game like Jenga, perfect dexterity game
Yep.
for. Yeah,
That's amazing. 6 and 2 is your new number.
again,
Yep. Have you played Riff Raff yet? Speaking of Jenga.
What? No, what is that?
You would like it. It's so Jenga reminds me of it. What you're doing is you have these cards that are numbered, and I think it's 1 to 10. You're playing those at the beginning of your turn to kind of say what order you're going to go in with your, competition, as far as placing these pieces that you have. And you have a set of pieces. Everybody has the same set of pieces that they have to place on this ship, and the ship is moving because it's on this center pole, and you have to balance the pieces you're placing. But maybe you place one in a really bad spot so that the next person who has to place is going to knock it down, because if they knock it down, they have to take all the pieces that they knock down.
I think I've played something similar to that. I can't remember what it's called, but at camp this year, so there's this little tower with a pole, and then you balance like sticks, but they have like different shapes. You have to different so you can make a masterpiece with it. But exactly, if you place it in a wrong spot, then
That's it.
chaos will happen.
Yep,
Sure.
chaos ensues. Hey, T. T's joining us. You know T, Anna, and of
Yes.
course Jeff knows T as well. So 6 and 2, I told you guys. So we're gonna roll again.
Yes.
Please, not 6 and 2. Please,
This
not
time
6.
3 and 3. Big choices
Yes.
here. 3 or 3.
I know. It's just like last time. 4 or 4.
Yes.
Or last time, at least, I used the shoot.
I get to go
The
up here.
cash.
I get to get 3 points for that. I'll take it. 5 and 5. Somebody should have been doing a run right now.
Yeah, seriously. Wasting all our doubles now.
Yes.
Okay, I finished Hacker.
Nice. I did too. Just now. Point. And what am I going to get for it?
Yep, I'm going to do next run times 2.
I have that one, so I'm going to do next cash
Nice.
times
wanting-
3.
I'm wanting to save my next cash because I
Yeah.
only have 5 and 2 open. I haven't reset it yet.
Right. You got to reset it first. That's a
Yeah.
good plan. All right. We'll see what we get out of this. 4 and 3.
Okay. 4 is better.
Down here. All right. If you guys are ready, I'm going to 4 and 5.
Well,
Hey, this bumper bonus is really paying off for me, guys. You're in big, big trouble. Just letting you know.
Okay. Here we go. 4 and 3. Yay, that's what I needed. I needed a 3.
so did I.
This off, get a hack, and finally erase these bumpers because I finally finished them all. And you-
Essen.
Okay.
At Essen, Jess, I
Yes.
think I remember telling you that you should come over sometime this year,
Yes.
and we should go visit the Dino Museum.
Yes.
But that can't happen.
Not
so
yet.
maybe next year.
Yeah.
Maybe next year.
I am so in for this. Absolutely. I want to go
Yes.
see dinosaurs as soon as I can.
Yes. Then you don't only see stuffed animals and
Yes.
masks. Then you get to actually see dinosaurs.
Yes. And I heard you watched Jurassic Park recently, right?
Yes, on Sunday night.
Yeah. I watched it this past weekend too. It's so good.
No, my mom has watched it like 5 or 6 times,
Yeah.
and she still got jump scared. Like,
Yes. Because it is scary.
I know.
They're good at this. It's 1 and 4 is what we got right now. Oh, that works for me.
I'm in. I'm in the run.
You're in the run?
Great.
All right, I'll do my
Yes.
best with what I can.
And this is your double run, right? Double bonus.
Yes. So, better work out.
This one wasn't good. You might want to use a hack. 1 and 6. This was a bad one.
Oh, yep, totally.
Okay, I can use that here, and I shall, and I'll get a point. Yeah, I haven't really used my bumpers this time. 4 and 2, a little closer together.
Okay, I'm nudging that 2 to a 1, so I can
Let's
the
see if
bumpers
we
again.
2 to a 1, so that's only a 1 you need.
It's only 1, so don't roll doubles.
Okay.
Roll
But
doubles.
know,
Roll
right?
doubles. Roll doubles.
We have competing
I know.
priorities here.
I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna not think of anything. 2 and a 4.
Okay.
Well, still not too bad.
Not too bad. And that's
I think I'm the meanest Canadian.
Are you the meanest Canadian? That
Yeah,
is.
I've met Rodney Smith. You are not the meanest Canadian.
Oh, you heard it here for folks. Watch it played. The meanest Canadian. You're competitive. I will say that. 1 and 6 is our number. But I don't know that competitive is mean. I don't think I am mean.
Oh no, Jess
I'm
is
getting a
definitely
look
not
across
mean.
the table. I don't think I'm mean, but I'm very competitive. And I wonder if you find this, Anna, sorry.
It's fine.
During games, like I get very focused and I get like what they call flat affect. So I'm counting, I'm in the game, I'm figuring out points and like strategies and where I'm going to get stuff and what other people have. And while I'm doing that, my face kind of just looks angry, but I'm not angry. Or I'll joke with people, will be like, oh, now you did it. Now it's chaos, Jess. Now I'm just going to come at you. And people get scared. They're like, I was scared. And I'm like, what? Like, what was I actually going to do to you? I'm not really scared. Like, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just...
He's just gonna crush you in the game.
I'm going to rain chaos on the gameplay. I'm not going to, like, actually flip the table. But yeah, I hear this. So do you get that at all when you're being competitive or in the moment?
Yes, sometimes I do get really mad. 'Cause once we were just playing Echidna Shuffle the other night with a friend, Dave, from the Rat Hole, and I was going to get a snack from the fridge. And when I came back, the perfect move that I had made
Yes.
had been destroyed. I was so mad.
You're like, I just went for a snack.
Serves you right.
5 and a 3 is what you got.
I'm very mad right now.
The 5 and, I know. That was not a great one for you. There's only 2. 2's
No.
not terrible, but. Oh, and I get a point for that. And we have a 6 and a 1.
Nope.
That is not good for you. That would be,
Nope.
I would suggest a hack for you. I'm going up here.
So would I.
1. All right. And we've got a 1 and a 4.
Nope.
That's not good for me either. Where am I going to go?
Oh, and wait, I'll let you do your turn first.
Okay. I need to go down. All right, I'll go down here. So 1 and a 4. I will take the 4. And there's a point for that. Yes.
Okay, so
1 and a
Jeff,
1, by the way.
nice.
Oh no. I've fallen off my bumpers.
Oh, no.
So Jess,
Yeah.
what are you having your kids dress up as if you have them dress up this Halloween? You
So
too, Jeff.
we usually do this like family costume. 6 and a 6.
Yes.
So we usually figure out a family costume. We've done some really good ones. One year we were, all the kids were from Toy Story. And my youngest was a baby at the time, so I dressed her up as this Squeaky the penguin because she was squeaky.
Yeah.
Like literally, she kind of squeaked. I can't do anything with this. I'm gonna fall right back down. Okay, I'll come over here. So we've done that. This year, I think we're gonna do Animal Crossing. We kind of made this decision early, So it was a couple months ago when Animal Crossing was really big.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm Tom Nook because I have a Tom Nook hat that my friend Mark Street actually bought for me. So I have a Tom Nook hat. So I'm going to be Tom Nook, and then they were going to dress up as the other characters. The oldest has blonde hair, so she was going to do a ponytail and be...
Isabel.
Yes, exactly. So like everybody's going to be something from that. The boys were going to be what the frickin' frack, the two little raccoons
Oh,
in Tom Nook's shop.
no,
Timmy
no,
and
no.
Tommy, right?
Timmy and Tommy.
Yeah,
That's right.
so they were going to be Timmy and Tommy. And then I think the youngest, who was Squeaky the penguin before, I think she's going to be just one of the characters. She's going to pick a character and just dress as it. So we're probably going to do that. We can't really go out, so we're just going to basically get dressed up, eat candy, and watch a movie. Like that's
Nice.
Well, that's a usual
I know.
Friday night for us.
It's what night for you?
That's a usual Friday night. For
That's
us.
a usual Friday night. Yeah, we usually watch movies too. We do that
Dress
on
up,
like
eat candy,
Saturday
watch
night.
movies. That's it. Yeah.
So
I mean, we don't watch movies all the time, but we're always watching Doctor Who,
Yes.
or wrestling, or like
do
any
you watch
TV show.
like
really.
Supergirl or Flash or any of those?
No, I did see Captain Marvel on the way back from Germany,
Yeah,
but
5 and a 4 for you, by the way.
nice.
Yeah, that one's a good one too. Oh, now I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go here. The 5 and the 2 points. So Kabuki Kid asks, Animal Crossing versus Stardew Valley, which do you prefer? I'm Animal Crossing. Definitely. Anybody like Stardew Valley? So the difference is Stardew Valley, you're doing the same thing. You go in and you're doing chores. Like you have your little valley and you're growing things. But the difference, and I said 1-1, right? You got 1-1. The difference is that I'm in a run. But growing these things, and it takes months in Stardew Valley to make like a carrot. And your carrot finally pops out of the ground, and you bring it to one of your villagers, and you're like, look, I got you this carrot. And they're like, I don't like carrots. And you spend months making this damn carrot. And like that's Stardew Valley. It's like the most pointless, like you worked really hard. I guess it's too much real life for me
Real life,
because
yeah.
Animal Crossing, I like pluck a thing out of the tree and walk over to one of my villagers and I'm like, here's this like acorn. And they're like, oh my gosh, you thought of me. You're a wonderful person. You gave me an acorn. And I'm like, yes, that's how you should be. So I like Animal Crossing. It's how I want life to be. All right. Are you still in a
I
run?
haven't played any of those games, I have to say. We don't have a Switch or anything, so I
Okay.
haven't played that or Stardew Valley or whatever.
Do you do PlayStation or any?
No, I wasn't really a console guy. I mean, I had an Atari 2600 back in the day, but that was the
Okay.
last console that we had.
Yeah. That was the last console you have. We were talking about this earlier. I still have my Atari 2600, which I was not, I inherited. It was a hand-me-down.
Okay.
But I have like over 100 games for my Atari 2600. No, everyone gets really excited. Then they come over and play it for 10 minutes and they're like, oh, this is terrible. And I'm like, yeah, it
No,
was.
it's all about Surround. Surround is a great game. How could you...
It is, but it's the joysticks. You're
the
using...
joysticks are terrible. The
Yeah.
joysticks are like tissue paper. You can throw them out after like a week. They break. Yeah.
So bad, and you couldn't get
Yeah.
across. And Frogger wasn't a hard game, but with those joysticks, you're like,
Oh yeah.
"Ah."
Definitely up the difficulty level.
Yes. All
Okay,
right,
what's
so
the
I
next
have a
one?
1 and a 3. I guess I'm going to take my 3 because I only have 3 hacks. I don't want to use a hack for that. And Anna, you're still in a run, right?
Yes.
Okay. 5 and a 4. Not too bad. All right.
So far, I'm at 40 points, but that's
Nice.
20 double.
Okay. Yeah, because
Oh.
I get doubled too. I'm excited about this. 6 and a 1. I can't use that. That's 5 things.
Nope.
I'm hacking.
So,
Yeah.
what's a family favorite video game?
We like Super Smash Brothers. 100% that's their favorite. We'll do some Mario Kart, but Super Smash Brothers is definitely a favorite. We all like to be Kirby, or we'll pick characters, 3 and a 2 that line up. Like we'll do a whole bunch of things from Mario World or what have you. everything from Zelda, that type of thing. We'll pick different characters that align with each other. And there's actually a famous insider quote from my family that my kids like to share with people. And it's a quote that I said at a convention once that we were at where we were playing some video games. And it was, don't distract your mother while she's trying to kill your brother. And so they'll just randomly say that. They're like, stop,
Nice.
Don't distract your mother while she's trying to kill your brother. Because it happened during Super Smash. I was trying to kill Scotty, and he's really good at video games. And I was right there, and one of them was asking me for a drink or something. And I was like, don't distract me. I'm trying to kill your brother. So
Yeah, we always played, ours was adventure games. We used to play like the Monkey Island games and stuff like that. So that was always, Sam and Max are great.
Oops.
So we used to, when we still do, you know, even with everyone living off on their own, we'll still get together and do it over Discord or something. So it's fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
3 and 2 is what we have right now. Was there a favorite board game that you guys would all play?
I mean, you know, I was always getting new games, so we'd always try the latest and greatest. But we tended to play, we played a lot of Kingsburg at one point. We were heavily into that. Because that was one of the games my wife, Susan, really loved. So that would always hit the table a lot. But, you know, I mean, we were designing for a lot of that. So we kept, you know,
prototypes.
Play test.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to change my whole design cycle when the kids all went off to college. I had nobody left in the house to play test with. I was like, now what? I have to ask total strangers. It's terrible.
It's really, really true. And no one, I have to tell people when I'm play testing a game, don't take it easy on me. Like I would bring games to MIT or even the local game store, depending on the game. And I would start it out 6 and 4 is what we have. I'd start out by saying the worst thing you can do is tell me this game's great. Please don't do that. Tell me it's terrible. Break it. Make me cry. I want to know what's wrong with it. I don't want to just hear, it's great. That doesn't help me.
Yeah, I
So
never
I
actually listen to what people say when they're playtesting. I watch what they do, and I watch their facial expressions and body language while they're playing. I find that much more valuable than interviewing them afterwards. Because like you said, people will say nice, or they won't even remember a frustration that they had or something like that.
Very, very true. Taking notes is huge. But getting that feedback from my kids will tell me. They're like,
Oh, yeah.
it's terrible. What were you thinking?
Yeah, absolutely.
And they'll totally do that. 6 and a 4 was this one. Did you guys get that?
Yes.
Don't be watching my face expressions when I play test, though, because my face is almost always like...
Your face is what?
My face expressions almost always this.
Okay.
Well, if you're staring at the game wall, that's good. Yeah,
that's
you're
good.
engaged.
You're engaged.
If you're engaged and focused, if you're checking your phone and you're looking in the space
That's
and
true.
you go off to get a snack in the middle of a kid in a shuffle, then I know I have a problem.
Yeah, 2 and 2.
Awesome.
Yeah, kids were the best. Lovelace and Babbage, the game I definitely play tested the most.
Oh no.
Oh no, are you out?
Oh no, I'm not. I
Okay.
can go the other way.
You
Shoot.
found a thing.
I
And kids
forgot
were
it.
the best. Kids will sit down and play the game. They wouldn't hesitate. Whereas when adults would just be, they would get afraid they were going to get embarrassed or afraid they were going to make a wrong move and it was hard to get them to, I'm like, no, you can't do anything wrong. It's fine. 5 and a 2. But kids, no problem. They were like, well, I'll try it. Whatever. It's going to be fine.
Right.
Oh, I think I'm using a hack on that. 3 seems too far to go. It
Forgot
is.
to answer one of your
I'm going to try for
questions.
I'm going to go for the inside straight draw here. I am nudging. I'm using my last nudge.
Okay.
Use
Last
activate double run bonus.
Yeah, I'm going to chance
Of
it.
course, I'm not sure I'll actually be able to do another run, but we'll see.
Yeah. All right. So
Okay,
now
don't
we
roll
have
doubles.
a 4 and a 6. I'll
You
take
can roll
that.
doubles. Good on you. Okay, and I'm on the yellow flipper, so that really worked out. Okay, plan's coming together. It's all coming together, Jess.
It's
All
coming
together, Anna.
finally. Finally, you're going to get to where you need to be.
Hey, Jeff,
Yeah,
that position that you were in the last time that you did a run,
yeah.
2 hacks went away from 100. No
that's where you
spots
are?
left. Yep.
But you're on your double run, so this could be the 200-point bonus for you, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And guess what? 6 and a 5.
I didn't answer to your questions, Jess. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
So, one, we don't have a Switch either, but
Okay.
my dad has a 3DS and I have a 2DS, so I do occasionally play Animal Crossing
Okay.
and other Pokemon games. But yeah, family favorites, we love playing. Yeah, my favorites, Fury Dracula occasionally, but sometimes we just pull out Drop Mix,
Okay.
and
Oh,
just
wow.
like make some
Okay.
beats, kind of just chill down, listen to some original music.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, I think I have to leave. 4 and 1 is what I just rolled. I have to use my last hack. I either leave, I'm at the 20-point mark, so I get 40 points. Oh, this is such a hard decision. Oh, I'm going to leave. Darn it. Okay, so I take
Okay.
40 points,
Nice.
which is going to bring me to 139.
I need a 1 or a 2 in order to start a run. Otherwise, I'm pretty much going to be out here.
I need doubles. I have to get doubles.
I hope I get doubles for you. I'll be upset because I
Get
shouldn't
that.
have left if I do doubles, but
That doubles mojo.
let's see what we got. 1 and a 3.
Oh, yeah, I can start
Okay.
a run. Cool.
No
That did
hacks
not work.
left. No hacks left.
You're going to
Okay.
stick it out? You're
Are
going to
you
go for
sticking
one
it
more
out?
roll for the doubles?
Nope. I'm gonna leave because
I had
will
to
be
leave too.
so sad
It's too bad. It's too.
if
yeah.
I miss out on 100 points again. So
Does anybody, Jeff or Anna, do you guys have the Oculus?
I do.
You do? Do you like
Yeah.
that?
I love it. Yeah. I've had it from the original DK development kit. Way
Okay,
back.
1 and a 2.
Yeah, it's such a different experience. There's actually a pinball game, the Zen FX pinball
Yep.
in VR,
Yeah.
which sounds stupid, but it's actually the closest I've come to actually like. I mean, you really do feel like you're playing pinball because you're standing at the table and you've got the flippers in your hands, and it's just
right.
very, very cool.
Okay. I haven't tried that one yet. I was going to get one of the pinball games and I didn't know which one to get. So
I
I'll
don't
check that
think
out.
they really updated it too much. It was
Okay.
one of the different ones, but by far, if you haven't played Half-Life Alyx, well, do you have a Quest or do you have a Test?
Quest, not the
Okay.
Rift. I'm going to get the link for my system though.
Okay,
But yeah, I have the Quest. 4 and a 4.
nice.
Or that would have been helpful.
I know.
Helpful for run.
I hear you. I am not
Half-Life
doing.
Alyx is one of the best games I've ever played.
Which one is it?
Half-Life Alyx.
Okay, I have not tried Half-Life. I like Moss.
Yeah. Moss is nice. Beat Saber, of course, is awesome.
Beat Saber is
Superhot
awesome. Yeah,
is
I
great.
suck at Beat. I'm so bad
Lone
at
Echo
Beat
is really cool. As long as you have fun.
I have fun, but my kids are so much better at it than I am. I go in and the scoreboard's like, I'm down here. I'm like so bad. But they're very good at video games. I don't even have to keep up with what's coming out anymore. 2 and a 3. Because my 11-year-old keeps up on all the iOS updates and everything that they're going to enhance and
Okay,
all the
that's
different games coming out and what they offer. Super-Hot as well. Yeah, we played that as well. So he just lets me know what to get and what's good.
Sure.
It's nice.
It's good to have a game concierge.
Uh-huh. I'm like, should I get this? And he's like, no. And it's funny because I'm the one, I ask them, especially my 13-year-old, I'll ask, and how are you with this, Anna? Like, I ask them, should I buy this? Should I invest money in this? And they'll tell me, nah, I don't think it's worth it. Don't get it. Like, they actually told me not to get the Mario 3D game for the Switch. I got it anyway. Spoiler. But, like, they were like, nah, you don't really need to get that. We have other games we haven't played yet. They're very, like, conservative. I'm the one who's like, wands, I want wands. I buy stuff. And they're like, no. We should save money. Shiny. I think that's their form of rebelling. It's like,
Yep.
That's one way of doing it.
you be crazy and your kids won't be. So what about you, Anna? How are you with it? 2 and 3, I told you guys, right?
Yes.
Well, since I'm a child, I'm always asking my parents, should I get this? And most of the time they're going to say no because I'm a child. I get attracted to lots of things.
This is
2-in-1,
where you
you
and I
said?
have so much in common. Yes. Same. All right, this one is 6 and 6.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. That didn't help me at all. I just
Didn't do much for me either.
darn it. All right, I'm going down here. I might be out soon. I'm okay with this though. I'm good at how I did.
Yeah, the one thing I find about VR games though, and if there's any VR designers that are listening, I have like a real bad fear of heights.
Okay.
And every single VR game puts you on the edge of a cliff at some point. I
Yes.
don't know
1 in
why.
a 5. They do that.
It's just like, please, just one game where I'm not like just on the stupid menu screen and they
Yeah.
put you like above a bottomless chasm. I'm like, why? Why are you
Don't
doing
do it. All right, at least I get my bonus points, but I'm out.
Okay.
No.
So what's your
2
final
per
then?
filled
What'd
red
you end up
flipper
with?
box, so I get 2, 4, 6.
Yep.
4, 5, 6. I never used my next cash bonus, but that's okay. And boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. You have to make that noise. I'm out at 148.
Nice.
That's exactly what I have right now is 148.
See, we were tied, and then I fell into the abyss. But this is good. Now I can concentrate on rolling for y'all. Let's see if I get.
Okay.
We got a 5 and a 2.
Ugh.
Yeah, actually, Moss, I don't think ever did that to me. I haven't completed Moss yet, so maybe it will throw me off the edge of a cliff.
But I even like I don't know if the game, if it comes with it on the Quest. What was it called? Just the little platformer that it comes with way back, the very first Oculus game. Now I can't remember what it was.
One of the early ones.
Yeah, a little platform you jump around was just so nice.
5 and 2. And I actually got to play an escape game with Scott Nicholson. He was at a conference, or virtual conference for escape rooms, and they did an Oculus escape room. It was great, but it was free for the conference. I can't imagine paying for it because what you're paying to use the room for an hour was like 150 or 200 bucks.
Wow. Yeah, that's steep.
You can have 4 people in it, but the reason was there was actually an actor who joined the game with you and ran it.
Oh, okay.
So he was like the game master. And so you're paying for that person was why.
Yeah.
But it was too steep to even split 4 ways. Like it didn't
Right.
make sense.
Who is the actor?
Not a well-known
It's Brad
person,
Pitt.
just somebody who is an actor like in Canada or maybe does theater.
Okay.
6 and 4.
'Cause, yeah, it'd probably be way more expensive than that.
Yeah, if it was someone
well-known
really
actor.
famous. We get Samuel L. Jackson in there being the game master. No, I'd pay $150. Now we're good. So this was 6 and 4. Have you seen that? I can't remember the name of it now. There's an app where you can pay folks to do like your voicemail or to call somebody or do a video.
Yes. Cameo.
Cameo, yes.
Yeah, Susan did that for
Skillshot.
me. She used Jeff Canada. Did
Jeff
one
Canada?
for
That's
Limerick. The Limerick for my birthday. It's very
That's
exciting.
amazing. Edward actually looked at doing that for me, but he knew I want the 10th Doctor. 5 and a 1. That was a cantilever die, so I had to re-roll it. And the 10th Doctor isn't in there. He's a pretty private person.
Sorry.
But yeah, he looked it up. I was like, yes, I would have liked that. I think Anna would have liked that too. We would have had to bring her on.
So talking about escape rooms, and you were talking about costumes earlier. We
Yeah.
actually, we do escape rooms. We always dress up in costume when we
Definitely.
go, our family. So
I mean,
that's
like,
the way to do it.
if you're doing like a very kind of gray, like tunnel kind of looking escape room, dress up like as a robber, kind of like crawling
Yeah.
through the vents of the prison or something.
Yeah, we did. We were doing like a film noir, like a 40s detective one, and we all dressed up like hard-boiled detectives. We did a
That's
flat
so
roll.
good.
But we all put on our 20s outfits. We try to get into it.
Yes. 1 and a 2. Yeah, my kids would love that. They would totally dress up for things like that. They love games, so it's good. We've actually done that when we played Rap Gods. They wanted to like be rappers, so they had
Yeah.
their rapper, like, in their character would have, portray their rapper in a certain way, and they were like, all right, let's do this. And it was funny because we got to the end of Rap Gods, and you read off, if you played it, you have to read off all of your cards that you played
Yes.
as like your rise to fame, like that was your thing. And I forgot that. I didn't mention it. And the winner, my 11-year-old, was like, well, but I kind of want to read off what I did. And I was like, oh, that's actually, and he's like, good, because like I want to do that. When he like read it off, rapped it out. It was great.
Fun.
6 and a 6.
Oh, again. Thank you.
You're welcome.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You're my best friend. Yeah, I mean, and that's when I sit down to design. I mean, you know, I always get that, do you do mechanics first or theme first or whatever? You know, I always think of it as experience first. You know, I think about the stories that people are going to tell at the end of the game, right? And that's what I want to try to capture in it.
Absolutely. 4 and 2. Yeah, we were talking about favorite.
Every time I've tried to design a game like around a specific mechanism, it's been just a disaster.
That's interesting.
I lost my ball.
Okay.
Oh.
You're with me.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, we need to see where Geoff gets with this.
Okay. Let's blitz through these last turns. Let's see what we got.
5 and a 3. Yeah, that is interesting, whether a theme starts it. I actually heard from Joe Huber, another designer. He actually designed Caravan based on components.
Yeah. There's inspiration in a zillion different places.
Right.
So, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, like, you know, like with Rap Gods, I like that emotional connection, that story connection is what's cool about it.
5 and 6.
Yeah, I'm just going to drop it out. Okay.
So what's your favorite thing to do, Anna? Is it interviewing folks? Because I know you've done some interviews, reviewing, doing kind of your little short overviews. What's your favorite way to cover a game?
Well, I'm most comfortable with reviews. Okay. I love getting to know people. It's really tough because I love, learning about designers' backgrounds and just meeting companies but I'm gonna have to say reviews. I'm gonna have to say reviews.
You do seem very comfortable at them. 6 and a 2 for you, Geoff. And 4 and a 3 coming up. Yeah, you do seem really comfortable with me. And I would say, for me, reviews are kind of the toughest thing. I don't mind talking about games, but I like interviewing people and hearing their story. I like the spotlight not to be on me. I want to make the spotlight on somebody else.
Okay.
And 4 and a 4.
Okay, I'm going to just use I still have my 6 skill shot, so I'll just use that, and I'll go out on my last ball here, and I get another 6 points. 2,
oh, 3. You did go out. Okay.
I went out. Okay.
Okay. Before we say our scores, important. So in October 5th specifically, I will be reviewing Super-Skill Pinball 4K. So I will not talk about which table I like the most right now.
Because that is coming soon.
Appreciate that.
Yes.
You got to subscribe to your channel.
I will give a little hint on which tables I would like to see in the future.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Oh, okay.
So me and my parents are really excited for possibly like building Frankenstein's monster, a superhero themed one, or we were trying to like survive a zombie apocalypse maybe. Like we were.
Okay, well, I have started working. I don't know if it's going to make a cut for an expansion table, but we are working on a table called Horrorball.
Horrorball, that sounds good.
Which is kind of that movie monster sort of vibe to it.
Nice, perfect.
We'll see.
That's amazing. And we saw Dragon Slayer, so.
Yep, and then on the back of Dragon Slayer is Dance Fever. You can just flip those over.
Yep.
I'll show Carnival.
Yep, and Carnival's on the back of that one. So.
Of Cyber Hack, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so we have all these options.
It's just been fun too working with, because the art design can be so totally different. In fact, you want them to be totally different. Yes. So it's been a really fun project just graphically too.
That's true, because Dragon Slayer is totally different. The other ones are very colorful. Cyber Hack as well. So yeah, you got to kind of go across the gamut for art design. So
I am tapping my pen for the first time.
The entire game. Entire game. Cannot. Need to save these things. That's where I'm frugal. supplies and
There you
stuff, I
go.
keep those. But then shiny, anything. That's a good question. Kabuki Kid asks, are there different artists for each board, or is it the same?
No, it's the same team that they
Okay.
use to do it. I mean, I think they do have different people that work on it, but WizKids
Sure.
has sort of a group of artists that work all kind of collaborate.
That's cool.
Yeah, and Daniel Solis does the kind of the graphic design and layout, and he's just awesome too.
Yeah.
He's
Daniel's a
meeting. He's
fantastic
great
human.
person.
Yeah. I mean, he designs games as well. So
Yes.
yeah, he is fantastic. Again, talking about how there's so many great people in this industry. There truly are. So your experiences, Anna, in this industry, are you enjoying yourself? Are you liking what you're doing?
I love what I'm doing. I mean, as I was saying earlier, I get really overwhelmed sometimes.
Yeah.
My dad gets really overwhelmed because he helps edit my videos. So he does behind the scenes stuff. So, like, sometimes we want to play games, but we don't want to do any work. Sometimes because or at least most of you, hopefully, know that we post our plays on Twitter. So we'll still update you on there, but
Yeah.
if we don't review a game that we play, don't be surprised.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, but that's good. You take breaks and you plan to make sure you're not getting too overwhelmed because you still have school and, even the way things are now, there's still assignments you have to take care of and get things done.
Yep. I don't have homework yet, but I will be getting it.
Yes. Yep. Are you doing remote learning? You're going to be?
No, I'm doing public school.
Okay.
We were talking about doing remote learning, but my parents wanted to see how they're taken care of, and that way I don't go back to school with everybody. I could gradually make our way because the first week was last names A to L, and then last names M to Z, and then last names A to L, and then last names M to Z.
Yeah.
Throughout the first week, and then the Tuesday, right after Labor Day, everybody got back together.
Okay. So kind of a staggered intro for everyone. That makes sense. Yeah. We're doing hybrid here, so it's kind of half and half, which I like because I get to see the kids more and I get to play games with them more. So
Yep.
It's all good with me. I'm like, ooh, you're home. Yay. Let's do some things. But it is hard. It's very different these days doing remote learning. And you have all those responsibilities. So it's good you have a team to help you with the editing and doing all of that. But I'm glad you guys are very careful to make time for the fun of board games because, as Edward said in chat, we get overwhelmed with all the games that are out there and just the feeling of responsibility. Like, we do love all the people in this industry and we want to see them do well. And it's hard to make sure that you're covering as many games as you want to help cover, to bring attention to these games, but yet also taking care of yourself and not taking on too much. So I'm glad to see you guys, making sure that it works and you make time for yourselves as well.
Exactly. And the two of you also have huge responsibilities. I mean, Geoff has kids, one who's taking the lead of Stronghold Games.
Yep.
Pass on a congratulations to Sydney.
Yes, definitely.
I think she'd be delighted to meet you.
I would too. I
will
would be
say the kids are
honored.
no longer my responsibility. I wash my hands of them. That's it. They're in the world. That's it.
Well, Jess is a board game reviewer. She has a podcast. She works for Ion Games.
Yeah.
And has 5 kids to take care of.
Yeah.
And a husband.
Yeah. Lots and lots to do. It's true. And a dog now, though the dog's the easy part.
That's right.
New puppy. So, yeah, they keep me going. It's good.
Yep.
I like distraction and I like to be busy, but it's good to make time for yourself. So,
Yep. Make time to pet dinosaurs.
yes, exactly. That's my dino right behind. You met him before. That's the one that comes with me. So, all right. Well, thank you for joining. And thank you, Geoff, for teaching. I really, really appreciate it. This was a blast. And
Thank you so much
I'm
for having
so
me.
glad
This was
to get to highlight this game again, and also to get to highlight you, Cardboard Kid, because you are
Thank you.
fantastic. So everybody, in the description, there'll be links to her YouTube channel. And of course, there's links right at the bottom of the screen to her handle on Twitter and social media. So make sure to follow over there. She's doing great stuff, and it's only going to just keep going and getting better. So check out her stuff. And thank you, everybody, for joining us in chat and after the fact.
Thank you for having
Thanks
me
all.
on. Well, I'll see you next time, hopefully.
Yes, we got to do this again, definitely.
Yes,
All right.
definitely.
Thanks. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
That was so much fun. Oh, we didn't announce our scores. We can put that down in the bottom. I
That's
get
fine.
148. What'd you get, Jeff?
I had